It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the focus is on Patrick Queen. He's a useful part of the team's pass rush this season, with 5 sacks so far. It's the Steelers and the Chiefs, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us here at EA Sports to all of you on this Christmas Day. We so appreciate you joining us with Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, it is always a unique moment finding yourself playing on Christmas, right? It's the holiday atmosphere all throughout the stadium. We're seeing Santa hats. We're seeing those Christmas-like necklaces. But it's also a really important end-of-the-season game in regards to both playoff and draft position.
Yeah, Kate, that's really well said. And
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And bringing them out. Now it is 9th NFL season from North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
as a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Wentz set to pass. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out, a 4th-year quarterback and capable dual-threat producer from Ohio State's Justin Fields.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
On the carry, this is Najee. And here we go. Right away, we've got a loose ball. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in 1 play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate?
Yeah.
I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Now for the 2nd time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun here. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
That's caught for the... Oh, he loses the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Now here's Wentz. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Wentz to throw. Finds his man, Rice. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. To throw is Wentz. And his pass is going to fall incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Throwing it again here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And now it'll be third and goal. To throw, Wentz. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. He'll cobble together a yard there, something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Harris once more. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside, defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Fields. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 9 yards to go.
Fields out of the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers' field goal unit. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Dicker connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Kadarius Toney now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That stop made by T.J. Watt. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Breaks the tackle, still going. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. First down throw for Fields. Roman Wilson reels it in. Hit some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st and 10 give to Harris. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Felix Anudike Uzama making the tackle that time. Second down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38.
From the 38. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
A 49-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Now Wentz. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Here's Wentz. And a man is there to knock that away.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. 1st down, he'll throw it. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So now it's 2nd and long. Now looking to throw. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Matt Ariza on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just yards shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Fields looking to throw. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked up and headed the other way. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try to run it with Harris. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
So often we hear this, and it's true. Defense is about reaction, and on a toss play, well, it's all about that quick reaction time. You got to ID that play quickly and break downhill, and it's a loss of yards, or in this case, it's a no-gainer.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you've got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
A give left side. Here's Harris. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running left is Harris. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. We played one here on Christmas Day. We've got a 6-3 ball game. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. They give to Harris from the gun. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Locates Jefferson along the sideline. Complete. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Going right side, Harris with it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Now it's Fields. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that makes it 2nd and long. They'll hand it off to Harris. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Gets this one to Harris. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Looking to the air here. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. Juke the defender. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Steelers' 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Harris is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up by 12. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers bump the lead up to 13 points. Now Boswell on to send this away. Tony now to return it. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Putting the tight end in motion. Wentz set to pass. This one falls incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They are throwing it again. Connects with Wiley. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running for the marker on second. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. 2nd and 1. Pass complete to Wiley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. That stop made by T.J. Watt. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now hang on, because this is big. Their quarterback shaken up on that play, and they need him with the postseason just around the corner. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw Fields. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Fields throwing here. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Taking in near the 46. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Man in motion here. First throw for the backup now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their fourth sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They go with Harris on the run. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Shotgun snap to Fields. Completed here to Pickens. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 48. Taken in by Harris. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Fields on 1st down. This one's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now it's 2nd down. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. And with that, we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. And yes, I'm going to be the one to say it, partner. Both teams hoping to find a present waiting for them in the second half. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Return starts at the 3. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He breaks a tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Fields out of the gun. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he gets him around 6 there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Fields. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions, and while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here's a throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First down throw for Fields. Caught by Freiermuth. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. This is Harris. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Broke through the tackle. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. Staying on the ground with Harris. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. From 37 yards in the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. This offense ready to get going again now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Wiley hauls it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Searches. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They're throwing it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that brings up 4th and long. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now it's Fields. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Now Fields launches one deep downfield. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. This offense getting all set for this series. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Throwing it to start this drive. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing now on 1st down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Trying again, following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Steelers offense headed out. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Warren once more. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Fields looking to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Oh, those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
He connects downfield on 4th. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. Back now, pressure on its way. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
3rd and 4.
Another throw for Fields. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Fields. He's on the move. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Tony now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
24-yard gain.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
From the ball carrier. Deshaun Elliott there on the tackle.
So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. The Chiefs have possession, and this final quarter begins with them in a massive hole. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They motion the tight end over. To the air now on 1st and 10. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Steelers have it, headed the other way! Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that 1st tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that 1st tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that 2nd hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Play action, Fields. That throw finds Pickens. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Looking to throw Fields. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Dropping back to throw. Completed to his running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Throwing from the gun here. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. They are throwing it again. He's going to push one deep down the right.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start. Offense.
A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. They'll run here following the penalty. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Going for it with Warren. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Give them about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, and that leaves him with 4th and 4.
It's 4th down.
Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Dicker connects there. And that makes it a 29-point ball game.
Well, he's getting into the territory that's great for him as an individual, Kate. There aren't many kickers who can brag they've made this many kicks, 6 in one game. But this is also not great for the offense because this means 6 times they've gotten within range but couldn't find their way to the end zone.
This return makes it up to the 25. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, but look at this. He gets it back. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Back to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Warren running between the tackles. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On second down, Warren. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers getting closer to their 10th win of the season. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They send the tight end in motion. Fields on 3rd. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's gonna run for it! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Steelers keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes their offense out again. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They bring their tight end left. To throw here on 1st down. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. One of the tight ends motioning left. Still sticking with the passing game. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And it's a very happy holiday for these guys as they take the victory here on Christmas. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.